Hey guys, this is Star Saf WWE 777 here, and I'm going to bring you a review, and it's NWO New World Order: The Revolution. This is a 2-disc set, exclusively on Blu-ray. This also includes exclusive Blu-ray extras, which are really fantastic on this release, which I will go into detail a bit later. And yeah, this was released sometime around November in America and United Kingdom. Obviously, this is like the last release ever that Silver Vision released, which were Silver Vision, who were the UK and Europe official WWE DVD distributor. So this was the last release they did, and obviously this is not available on Blu-ray in the UK and Europe at the moment, so you can't buy this from any. So you can't buy this from the new WWE DVD UK distributor, which is Fremantle. So the only best thing you're probably going to get this Blu-ray is if it's used, but you still can buy the DVD 3-disc version. 3-disc version on silvervision.co.uk and on Fremantle's www.dvd.co.uk. And now that bit's over, I'll go into the review now. And yeah, this release includes a 1-hour documentary. Now a lot of people were kind of disappointed with the documentary. Because obviously the previous release and the new NWO Back in Black featured I believe, 1-hour documentary as well. I haven't seen that release for DVD for a long time now, but yeah, that featured a 1-hour documentary like this release does. But the thing with the NWO Back in Black was that they only discussed about the WWE run. This goes through the whole concept of NWO, how it started, and what was the premiers behind it, and what was the downfall, and what went wrong, and how it was good for the company, how bad it was for the company, and generally just stuff like that. So I think this documentary, even though it's 1 hour, is more detailed compared to NWO Back in Black DVD. This Blu-ray documentary could have done an extra 20 minutes, because it would have told the full complete story of NWO, the group, stable, and stuff like that. But I think within the hour they do a really good job. It does go into detail in certain aspects and certain stories and rivalries throughout the NWO's career. I think this is mainly more aimed at the casual DVD Blu-ray buyer, or the person who occasionally watches DVDs or Blu-rays, or just generally the product. And so I don't think this was really for the hardcore fans, to be honest. But like I said, within the 1 hour they do a really good job, and they do talk certain subjects in detail. The one disappointing thing was that they didn't talk enough detail in the Starrcade '97 match between Hogan and Sting, and how big it was for WCW at the time. Or they don't really talk into detail the feud that NWO had with Sting, because that was one of the best rivalries in WCW, which I obviously haven't seen that much rivalry of, but I've heard that is one of the best WCW rivalries in WCW history. And so they don't really go too much into detail, and generally they're not too anti-pro WCW. They do talk the subject they do talk about. They talk about open and honestly, and honestly. I'm having a bit of trouble speaking, to be honest. But you get what I'm saying. Basically, there's no inconsistency within the documentary, and the final part as well. And they talk about the WWE run. They said that it was a kind of rip-off and bad idea. So they're kind of honest about the fact that the WWE's version of NWO didn't really work. So I kind of like that they were honest in the documentary. So that's kind of I was kind of happy that they were. And Yeah, the documentary does. I think it does a good job. To be honest, I think it's really worth watching. It goes really quickly. You do learn a couple of new things in the documentary. The documentary has people talking the likes of Lex Luger, Vince Russo, which was pretty much a surprise. Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, Big Show, Vince McMahon. I think JJ Dillon talks in the documentary as well. Bill DeMott, that trainer from Tough Enough back in 2011, he speaks on the documentary as well. And I do genuinely think that there are a lot of positive comments on this documentary, and they don't really talk anything negative about the documentary. They don't talk anything negative about the NWO. So I think the documentary is quite really enjoyable. I think 1 hour is more than enough to really learn the concept about the NWO and what they were about and how they changed the face of professional wrestling. They were a fantastic stable. I think after 2 years their stable ran over course. They weren't as really popular as say when they first started, because obviously people were used to seeing it and it got overused and overdone too many times in my opinion. So it got worn out and people didn't really care about the NWO, and WCW was falling as a company, so that didn't help matters as well. So I think NWO went downhill in a way after having a very strong impact for starting the company and in professional wrestling as a whole. But they did pave way for stables like the Evolution DX and other tag teams as well. So there were inspirations to other things like DX and stuff like that. So I think NWO we're a good stable, and yeah, the documentary will probably give a 7.5 out of 10 for the documentary. Even though it's short, it does a good job and you do learn quite a few things, so it's enjoyable to watch as well. That's the main thing. And with this set as well, you get a couple of matches as well, which I'll go into in a minute. As you can see from the cover there, pretty basic cover. Just got the NWO Initials, the Revolution. The American version of the Blu-ray gets a slip case, but for the UK Europe, obviously we just get a normal slim blue case. But yeah, that's generally just the cover there. That's the front there, pretty much, and that's the back there. And it's good to read the back as well if you just haven't seen it before. In the 1990s, one revolutionary movement, symbolized by the 3 letters and forged by notorious rebels, painted the industry black and white. This brand new, never before seen documentary reveals the too sweet saga of the NWO, here from members who were in it for life, as well as stars who witnessed it up close and personal, from the hostile takeover of WCW to the stunning defections, internal struggles and shocking resurgence in WWE. The complete story of the New World Order is finally told. And obviously with this Blu-ray includes special features like you get the NWO Legends Roundtable, which is a fantastic addition to this Blu-ray. It's roughly 1 hour 14 minutes long, and I think it's more informative than the documentary, and so I do really recommend picking this up over the DVD version. And then the other Blu-ray extras are like promos that were paid by the New World Order, which is a kind of like that nice little touch there. So I was kind of happy they included some bonus features there. And yeah, basically I forgot to mention in the documentary as well that when they do get Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff and Scott Hall to talk in the documentary, but that's the old footage from other releases. So you don't get to hear Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, Scott Hall now, but they used old footage for them to speak in the documentary. So I'll give a heads up to people if they haven't seen the documentary already, but I'm sure people have picked this release up already, as it's a fantastic release. And show you the inside as well, pretty much. And yeah, the matches on this set, got some really good matches. Obviously the matches aren't any technical masterpieces, they're just a lot of the matches finished in didn't have endings or finished disqualifications and that, but the standout matches on this set are obviously the Bash in the Beach 6-man tag match. Kevin Nash Kevin Nash. I think it was Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Sting versus Lex Luger and Randy Macho Man Savage, and there's meant to be another man in the tag match, but I think he got injured or something, so I can't really remember that bit there. But and then at the end, Hulk Hogan comes and does a leg drop on Randy Savage, and then that's when the NWO started, and he goes, "This is the NWO. This is the new world order of professional wrestling, brother." And that's a really epic promo in the end. So obviously they will include this on this set. So that's a good match they included. They got the Forward Brawl 998 match, Team Wolfpack versus Team NWO. So that's a good match there. You got the Las Vegas Sudden Death match. Randy Savage versus DDP from Halloween Hover 997. Other matches they got, I'm trying to remember off by heart. They got Sting versus Hulk Hogan from Nitro. Hulk Hogan versus Savage from Nitro. And got Goldberg versus Bret Hart from Nitro in 999. And the last match in the set to finish off is that 3-on-2 handicap match, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin versus NWO, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan from Raw in 2002. So that finished off this set. And yeah, I think the matches are pretty much, for the most part, enjoyable, and they show the story of NWO. But this release is really good. I think get the Blu-ray over the DVD, because you get fantastic extras over the DVD version. It's just a more complete. This Blu-ray is a more complete overview of NWO, the group, and like I said, just the extra features are more than paying extra just to get this released in the DVD version. And yeah, I give this Blu-ray a 8.5 out of 10. I did enjoy this Blu-ray. Documentary is, it's less than 1 hour, it does the job, and it gives you a overview of what NWO was about, and you get a lot of talking heads on the documentary. You get good matches to go with the set as well. You get a couple of segments and promos and exclusive Blu-ray promos as well, and that NWO Legends Wrestling Roundtable exclusive to the Blu-ray. So overall, I think this is a complete package of a New World Order, the Revolution. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review today, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and till next time, I'll see you again.